Hi everyone, it is, nearly fell off the chair. Day number 16 of our January Pilates challenge, and today Sheila in Broadstairs has requested if we can do any Pilates exercises seated, and the answer is yes, so that's what we're going to practice today. So I would like you to get yourselves a chair. Make sure it's at a height where you can firmly set your feet on the floor, hip distance apart, and sit nice and tall. So you're trying not to slump. You're just imagining that just like when we're standing, you have that piece of thread pulling it through the crown of your head. Make sure your knees and feet are hip distance apart and your core muscles are coming in to support you here. And rather than leaning against the back of your chair, you're just sitting up using your own internal support here. And your arms are hanging nice and long down by your sides. We're going to start with a few floating arms. So really nice one for our shoulders. So breathing in here. As we breathe out, let's float our arms out to the side, reach them all the way up towards the ceiling. And inhale and reach all the way down to your side. Great. So let's go again. Breathing out, toe muscles coming in, reaching all the way up. Inhale, reach out to the sides and down. Super. So always think about keeping the back of your neck really long. Try not to stroke your chin forward. Keep those toe muscles coming in so you're not slumping or slouching. Reach all the way out. Super. And you can feel the shoulders, the shoulder blades just rotating on the back of your rib cage here. Good. This is our last one. Bring your arms down here. Now we're going to go into some arm circles. So again, opening out the front of our chest and getting some lovely scapulohumeral rhythm, which is the correct movement of our shoulders in the joints. Okay, so now you're going to have your palms facing backwards. Remember that internal support once again, breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to float our arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And reach all the way down to the side. Super, going again. Breathing out, toe muscles coming in. Exhale and reach out. And this next time, I'd like you to try and go slightly behind the line of your spine if you can. Reach all the way up. Take your arms slightly further back and down here. Brilliant. Good. Going again. Reach all the way forward. Toe muscles coming in. Reaching through your fingers. Take your arms down and back. Good. And one more like this. Reaching all the way up. Reaching down to the side. Great. Let's do 4 in the opposite direction now. So again, sitting nice and tall. Reaching out to the sides behind the line of your spine if you can. Keeping your spine completely still. Inhale and down. Really feel if this feels any different in your shoulders to go this way. You might find it's a little bit more sticky. You might have some areas which feel like they're slightly more stiff or achy. So fab 1 for your posture. Really great to get those shoulders moving and mobile. Reaching forward and down. And our last one here. Reach all the way up. Forward and down. Fab. Good. Give your shoulders a little bit of a wiggle around here. Release any pressure that you might be feeling in there. We're now going to go into a lovely waist twist. So we do this when we're standing, but actually it's much better to do it when you're seated, because your hips can't move. So there's no chance of you cheating by twisting through your hips. So check that your knees and feet are really grounded on the floor. Float your arms up so one arm is on top of the other. Shoulders melting down your spine. Still got that piece of thread pulling it through the crown of your head. We're going to breathe in here. As we breathe out, let's turn our head to the side and smoothly rotate around one bone at a time, keeping your shoulders down. Hips remain forward because they're seated, so there's no cheating here. Inhale and come back through to center. Brilliant. Let's go to the other side. Turning your head, rotating around. Keep those toe muscles in and come back to center. So you can imagine that you're kind of moving around a helter-skelter here. So your spine is like helter-skelter and you can't lean to the side or lean forward or backwards. So you're just purely rotating. So it's super healthy to keep our spines rotating. As we get older, we tend to lose this movement. So practicing it as much as you can really helps you to keep that movement. Super. Going again to the side, back to center. Let's swap our arms over now so that the other arm is on top. And let's go again. So we're just swapping around what we habitually do. You might find that you always place one arm on top. So we're just switching it up so it feels slightly different and gets you thinking about this movement a little bit more. Remember to keep your shoulders down. Remember it's that sequential twist, so you're turning your head and then moving around. Super. Coming back to center. And again to the side here. Fab. One more time to each side. Breathing out and in. And our final one, rotating around, coming back in, and float your arms down. Well done. Okay, so now we're just going to ramp that up a little bit by adding in some extended arms. So if this is too much, you can still sit with your arms crossed over. It's really nice having them facing forward. It's just adding extra load onto your spine. Like to float your arms up, palms facing forward. You should be able to see your arms in your peripheral vision. Just going to make sure I've got enough space behind me so I can properly twist. So we're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to twist to the side once again and add in a little bit of a pulse, trying to get a little bit further. Inhale back through to center. Rotating around to the side. Keep your shoulders melting down. Come back to center. Great. Going again. Still making sure you're not slumping forward or backwards. If you do so, you're going to inhibit the ability of your spine to rotate. Let's go 2 more to each side after this one. So breathing out to twist. Keep your arms level with your shoulders. Ask yourself if they're lowering down. If they are, try and keep them up. Brilliant. And one more. Back through to center. Float your arms down. Give your arms a bit of a twist. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to get some movement into our spine in terms of flexion. So from here, I'm going to show you from the side now. I'm going to sit nice and tall. You can see I've got my feet on the floor. Hands are going to go on my knees. I'm going to go into a seated cat. So I'd like to imagine that you've got a massive big beach ball in front of you here, and you're trying to lift up and over that beach ball. So hands on your thighs, breathing in. As you breathe out, nod your chin in, soften your breastbone, let your shoulders melt forward, and try and flex forward through your spine. So you're really bringing your toe muscles up and thinking about that mid-back, traveling it towards the ceiling. So you're in that lovely flex position, just like we're in 4-point kneeling. Inhale to return. So it might feel slightly strange to start with, but as you get used to this movement, you might be able to flex a bit more. So you're tucking your chin, bringing those toe muscles in, flexing through your spine. Restart. So you're keeping your elbows wide as well to help you get a little bit more movement through here. So tucking. Tummy muscles coming in, tucking here. Stacking all the way up. Good. Let's go 2 more. So nodding your chin. Restack here, good. And one more. Tucking your chin. Tummy muscles coming in to support you. And restack here, good. Okay, so now we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to go into a spinal extension. So just make sure you're not jammed back against the back of the seat. That's just going to mean that you can't move quite as far as you would like to. Double check that posture again. Hands go behind your head now. So just like when we're standing, we can do the seated extension. So breastbone is going to travel up towards the ceiling. You're going to keep your head supported in your hands and lift all the way up and back. Okay, so it's like you're just lengthening through the front of your body, getting that spinal extension, which is where you're arching backwards. Okay, let's go again. Breathing in. As you breathe out, lift at your breastbone, keep your head supported in your hands, and extend through your spine. Inhale to return. Good. Let's go again. Exhale. You're not jamming your head back. You're just nicely supported here. Equal extension through all areas of your spine. So you're not going straight into your lumbar spine. You can think about your neck, upper spine, mid-back, lower back extending. And come back up here. Good. Let's go 2 more times. All the way up. Good. And our last one. Lifting all the way up. Tummy muscles coming in. Restack. Float your arms up and down to your side. Well done. Okay, so we're just going to get a little bit of a leg movement in now. So we can do a variety of things here. We're just going to start with kind of a single leg march. Just make sure you can see my feet here. So feet flat on the floor, knees hip distance apart. Keep your hands long down by your sides. You're going to see you float one knee up, lower down. I know I've got dark leggings on, so it's not the easiest to see here. So I'll show you from this side. Floating up, lower down. And you're trying to do this without moving through your spine. So lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. You might be surprised by how much you need to use your core to enable you to do this movement here. So breathing out. You're trying not to press overly through the opposite foot. You're just floating up smoothly with control. Float and lower. Great. Going again. Float and lower. 2 more times on each side. So we're getting Our thighs working, getting our core muscles as well working here. Last one, lower down, well done. Okay, so finally we're going to go into some lovely lateral flexion. Sitting just like we have before, arms along by your sides. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, let's float one arm all the way up and start reaching up and over. So you're trying to keep your legs completely still, lengthening through your spine, restacking. Float that arm down. Great, let's go again. Breathing out, reaching all the way through, all the way up and over, restack and down. Let's go one more time to each side here, reaching up all the way up and over, restack and down on our final one. Reaching over, keep that shoulder melting down, restack and bring that arm down. Well done. Let's go into our 2 final breaths in. So breathing in as we breathe out, really reaching through your fingers, lovely length through your spine, press the air away. And we're going to go one more time like this, reaching all the way through our fingers, lovely stretch here, press the air away and give yourself a clap. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed this slightly alternative Pilates class. I'm going to be back tomorrow for some more 10-minute Pilates and I'll see you then. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.